Hello guys, it's Robert here. Yeah, we're gonna go straight into the trading and see what we can do. So I'm gonna go on investing.com, get a good overall outlook of what I see. I write in sticky notes. This is really good. Sorry, this is something else actually. Let's put that to the side. You guys don't really see it. So news, forex news, financial forex news. Dollar indexes. Dollar index steadies as focus shifts to US jobs data. By the way, I'm gonna put DXY at the top. I'll put it as red because it's quite an important currency. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes more sense. Because most of my pairs have US, so DXY needs to be there. See if I can... Nah, nothing, don't worry about it. Anyway, forex news. Dollar index steadies as focus shifts to US jobs data. US dollar was broadly steady on Monday as global markets started the week in cautious mood, while currency market focus started shifting towards key US payrolls data on Friday. Some analysts attributed the lack of momentum during Asian trading to the spike in COVID-19 cases in the region as Australia's most populous city, Sydney, went into lockdown. Okay, so Sydney's in lockdown. I'd love to go to Sydney one day, no joke. Just to check it out. Indonesia is battling record high cases while a lockdown in Malaysia is set to be extended. Thailand to announce new restrictions in Bangkok and other provinces. But the Australian dollar, which is seen as the liquid proxy for risk appetite, was up around 0.1% on the day at $0.75. US dollar index was little change at around 91.718 last week. It dropped 0.5%. US dollar was broadly steady on Monday as global markets started the week in cautious mood. So it's looking cautious a little bit. Looking cautious. Euro USD price, will there be a bullish breakout at 119 level? So it's looking better for the euro. In the case of resistance level, the 119 level, the price may likely test the resistance level of 120, which may extend to the 1.21 level. Inability to break up the confluence at 119 may result to a bearish movement. Okay, so possible breakout on Euro USD. USD. Japanese yen, directionless. Let's check this one out before we'll check that one after. So dollar largely flat, payroll release set to end week. The dollar was largely unchanged in early European trade Monday, maintaining a firm tone after recent inflation as the market prepares for this week's key payroll release. USD JPY was 0% lower at 110.62. Euro USD was down 0.1% at 1.1925. Okay. risk sensitive or the USD, so they all have their own little things. So US JPY the dollar was largely unchanged in the early European trade Monday, maintaining a firm tone after recent inflation data as the market prepares for this week's key payroll rise. What does that mean? I don't know. Largely flat. I don't know. Dollar up despite softer than expected inflation data. So dollar slightly up. The dollar was up on Monday morning in Asia, although the US inflation data was slightly softer than expected. Investors remain concerned about a tightening monetary policy from the US Federal Reserve should the inflationary pressures continue to intensify. The US dollar index that tracks the greenback against a basket of other currencies inched up 0.03%. So you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking that people are unsure. That's what I'm looking at. People are unsure whether to invest in the dollar. No bearish, no bullish bias from any articles, so we'll keep that on there. So what we'll do, okay, Japanese yen directionless, cool. USD JPY is almost unchanged on Monday. So we look here, it said that the dollar was up on USD JPY, but only by 0.08%. Sorry, it inched down. The Bank of Japan released its summary of opinions earlier in the day, where policymakers expected that the accelerating COVID-19 vaccination will prompt economic recovery. In the European session, USD JPY is trading at 110.73, down 0.3% on the day. The US dollar has not looked especially sharp recently against the majors, but the yen hasn't been able to capitalize. USD JPY is up 1.06% in May, and the pair has had only one losing month since February. Okay. So yeah, that's it for now. Let's look at what DXY is saying. DXY is basically the US dollar. So I want to look at that before I look at anything else, so I can get an overall look at how the US dollar is doing in general. I'm gonna remove drawings. So let's look at this. Obviously, right now it's in an uptrend. It looks like the US dollar is doing okay. It's not doing too bad. It went down, had a dip in May, came back up in June. It broke this level like last week. There was a resistance level here, and it just broke past it. Let's check Forex Factory real quick. Nothing too important here, no red folders here. We're just gonna mark a little resistance point just here. So just a resistance point now. Another resistance point here. See how it touched here. That touch there. So it's going up. We'll put a little support region here. Okay, that's the old support. Touch there. It's in this little range. It might even break out today. Yeah, it may not. It may. It's quite interesting. Okay, cool. Now we got that. Let's go on GBP USD. Remove the drawings. See what's going on. Draw the obvious support and resistance. So this is clearly resistance. Clearly. This is support. Mark that one as support. From the DXY, you can see that it's in like a corridor, some sort of corridor here. Has resistance and support here, two support lines here, resistance line here. So it'll be interesting to see how that does. Here, GBP USD. There was no real news on GBP. Due to deliver a speech titled making a success of leveling up at an online event hosted by Policy Exchange. More hawkish than expected. It's good for currency, so this should come around 1 p.m. Don't know if he said it or not. Maybe I should check it out. Just search up real quick. See what he said. MPC monetary policy. Let's see what he said. Bank of England set to ignore rising inflation at Andy Haldane's final MPC meeting. The thing with the UK, I don't really like the way I don't know. It's just my gut. I've got no proper analysis on why I don't trust the UK when it comes to their monetary policies, but just my gut feeling over the years, I know the UK hasn't been the best when it comes to handling inflation. There's been a lot of job loss, just a lot of things happening. But that's not enough to use as my analysis. So the thing is, the GBP is also shaky, but obviously investors would rather invest in the US dollar than in the Great British Pound. And both currencies are looking, I don't know, they're looking a bit weird. So remember when there was this corridor going on where it had support resistance and then it broke out. It went down here, went up. GBP USD is a bit tricky, I can't lie. I still haven't fully mastered it. I don't understand it that much. Okay, let's leave this resistance point alone. Or if I draw a trend line, maybe that may help. Just marking the May levels from what I see on the daily chart. Possible ascending triangle going on here. Possible. Look at this. So we got uptrend here. Very possible. It didn't really, so I'm gonna take off the levels it didn't react to. It didn't react to this one. Didn't touch that one. It reacted to this one clearly. Hasn't really reacted to this one. This is a mid-level. Hasn't reacted. So it's clearly it's reacted to definitely the these levels, this level, the major levels are 1.4, 1.39 and 1.38. So what I'll do, I'll quickly put in my notes. Possible ascending triangle on GBP USD. Good for the British pound. Okay, so what I'll do, so what I'm looking at something like this, ascending triangle, bullish only. 1, 2, 3. I'll say this level off. Anyway, this would be good for the British pound, right? It would be good, but we'll see how it reacts to this level. This could take a few days to materialize. But technically we do kind of know where it's going, technically. But this is definitely a trend line. Yeah, Ascending triangle, definitely. I guess what I could do if I see it bounce off this trend line and go up, I could buy it. You know, could buy it with it looking to go to the upside. Right? Could definitely do that. 15 minute, 5 minute. Yes, I'll be watching this one definitely, just seeing what it does. But I'll keep this here so I know what I'm looking for basically. An ascending triangle. GBP. I'm gonna take all these drawings off. Clean charts always. So I'm gonna mark this, mark the support. Sorry guys, I tend to think about stuff when I'm trading. It's really, sometimes I get my head out of the game. Sometimes it's not good. So let's look at this as well. I feel like there's another ascending triangle here. Wait, hold on. Before I do that, is this yeah, that's a major level. You know what I'll do? I'll mark the major levels for now. Just for now. On the daily chart, from what I see. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we got 1, 5, 4. 1, 5, 2. 1, 5, 0. 1, 4, 8. Okay, so we'll look at the levels that it's reacted to. So it's kind of reacted to this level, reacted to this level, reacted to this level, reacted to this level. Yeah, it's reacted to all of those levels. So I'll just delete this one for now. See if there's any trend lines. I like trend lines. Trend lines are just easy to spot, you know. So I don't think it's this one. It wouldn't be this one. You can't do this, because then you'd be ignoring this one here. So maybe it's this. It's a possibility it's this. Strong possibility it could be that. You have to wait for the third bounce. So maybe what I could do is ride it to the downside. On the daily chart. So maybe take a short sell here, but for the small So if I'd be looking for something like a dark cloud cover or something like that. I need to figure out what inverted hammer, hanging banner, shooting star actually do. It's been too long now. I feel I need to figure out what they need to do. Um, okay, so yeah, definitely be looking for. I don't think it's gonna break out now. I don't think it wants to break out now. I feel like it's gonna touch that trend line, so I wouldn't mind actually riding it down there for a short sell. Why not? It's a short sell for now. GBP Ord. You see, the thing is, I like GBP Ord because it respects the chart patterns. Every chart pattern I put on it respects it. The only thing I don't like about GBP Ord is the candlesticks. They make me so uncomfortable. They don't look like normal candlesticks. I don't understand what they do. That's the only thing. That's the only thing I don't like about GBP Ord. But I'll do the same thing I did. I'll mark up. I'll mark up the main areas. 1590, 1900. On 800. So you got this clear support. You got this. It's touched it 1, 2, and you have this support as well. It didn't really react to it actually. No, it didn't really react to it. So maybe I shouldn't put it there. Okay, no, reacted to it there. Reacted to this level. Reacted to this level. I'll mark a trend line here. So it's in an uptrend, clearly. I'm not entirely too sure for GBP Ord. I don't think that's I don't know about that. I don't know if that's a trend line. You got 1, 2. It could have like a small breakout here. In this area, it looks there's a possibility. But I'll delete that just in case, because yeah, I'll delete that for now. The thing is, they're all showing ascending triangles, slight ascending triangles. Also another slight possible ascending triangle, but this one's more on the, yeah, this is on a 4-hour chart. Would rather wait for a reversal than short sell, and doubt it will break out today. Yeah. But this is telling me I need to practice just a little bit more, just a bit more practice. You know, I need to be more like what do you call it? One with my pairs. Yeah, I need to be more comfortable with my pairs, 100%. So I'm in an uptrend right now. So I think it could touch that trend line. So I mean, it could touch the top of here. It could. I feel like it's gonna go down. Touch here. So yeah, I could see it bouncing off here and coming back down. So I would nicely ride that to the downside 100%. So we're gonna see. I think that makes sense. So that's my analysis for all of them. Yeah, so I do plan on trading today. One of these trades I want to make, definitely. It's now 1:30, so things should start picking up now. So let's look at everything I just said. US dollar looking cautious due to US jobs data, possible breakout on Euro USD. People unsure whether to invest in the US dollar. No bearish or bullish bias from any articles. So GBP USD, possible ascending triangle. GBP USD, good for British pound 4-hour chart. Possible ascending triangle on GBP JPY. May trade it to the downside for possible third bounce. Daily chart short sell. GBP orb, possible ascending triangle. 4-hour chart would rather wait for reversal. Then short sell, doubt will break out today. Want to see a touch 1.84 mid-level rectangle box for the possible short sell down to the trend line. The GBP order one definitely makes sense. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna stop the stream now, and I'm gonna create another video. I want to chop these things up. I don't want too long videos. So I'm gonna stop this. Then I'm gonna fund my account, and then we'll go back into it. And then if we take a trade today, we take it. If we don't, we don't. But yeah. So I'll be back in a few minutes. I'll see you guys in a bit. Bye.